I've been watching over yesterday some of the previous videos I did, and I've sort of decided to change the format a little bit. I decided I'm going to get attacked by a cat, but aside from that, I decided that originally I was intending for it to be a sort of log of how I was feeling as I was going along and how hard things were, because obviously I started off from a very, very unfit uh, point, like pretty much as unfit as somebody is going to be when they start off P90X, and just to give people an idea of help their motivation, of you know how like during week 5, new exercises completely kicked my ass, and if you watch the week 5 day 1 and day 3 videos, then you can see that I was really struggling. So it was basically intended to be like that. So you could go to where I was in the position um, of P90X and see how I was doing and what I was struggling with, and give yourself some sort of motivational boost. But over the past week or so, I've started doing more tips and things in of general tips, rather than talking specifically about how I was feeling that day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it so that I do every day. I'll do something specifically talking about how the workout went and how I was feeling that day, and then if I've got something more general like the stuff I said about worksheets yesterday, I'll do a separate video with a different title. So they'll all be like transformation workout results week whatever day whatever, for the journal ones, and all the tips will be named something like P90X worksheets whatever. Anyway, the plyo today, I was actually really surprised. Yeah, if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll know I sometimes have trouble sleeping. Well, I slept maybe 1 hour last night at most, and doing plyo today, it was really, really hard. My heart rate was probably about 10 beats per second higher than it was last week, and every single exercise. I had no idea that not getting enough sleep had that much of an effect on your athletic performance. But yeah, plyo today was just much harder than it has been for since like week 3. So yeah, it's um, and yeah, really need to make sure you get the sleep in before you do your workout. Other things, I removed some of the modifications from some of the exercises today. There was a lot of things I was doing the step stuff instead of the actual jumps, and I tried to do jumps because I've noticed in a lot of the exercises that require squatting, I'm struggling. I'm trying to think, like the core synergistics, some of the leg exercises and that I find very difficult, and my leg strength for yoga, for all the stuff where you're on one leg, that's still I still struggle with that as well. So I think I need to do more of the jumps and go deeper in my squats when I'm doing the all of the leg exercises, so that I'm building up more leg strength, because that's obviously an issue that I have at the moment. That your arm strength doesn't really matter, because I mean I'm using a chair for all my uh, pull-ups, and you set your weights to whatever you like. So it's it doesn't, you don't need that quite so much, but to be able to do some of the exercises, you need a certain amount of leg strength, and to be able to maintain maintain, continue going for some of the exercises, you need to maintain your leg strength. So I think that's something I need to focus on. Um, yeah, I don't know if I was taking it easy on myself for the first few weeks or not, but I need to really push it with the leg strengthening exercises. Um, Oh, my feet didn't hurt this week, so that's a bonus. I don't know why. I don't know if I was taking it easier in some of the exercises towards the beginning, or if I'm just more used to it. And I think last week I might have been landing on the side of my foot, or the the side of my foot sometimes. Um, and also when I was doing lunges, one of the I can't remember which exercise it was, but one of the exercises, you go into a lunge, and I was leaning on the edge of my foot when I was doing the lunge rather than having my foot flat. I think it was something in yoga, but I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a few things that I was doing wrong, and the yeah, your feet hurt a lot less once you do them right. That's something I noticed as well. I mean, I've been doing these workouts for um, plyo. I've been doing for it's my fifth. No, what's this week? Week 6. So this is it's my I've had fifth time doing plyo. Oh, brain stop. And I'm still noticing things to do with form that I was doing wrong before. And particularly in yoga, that thing with having your foot flat rather than having I had my foot on an angle. And other things in yoga as well. That after doing yoga 7 times, I've done yoga now, or no, it'll be 7 times on Thursday, and I'm still noticing things that I'm not quite doing right, and either makes things more comfortable or it makes things harder doing the correct form. So you get more of a stretch, or you get more of a it's more intense lunge or whatever when you get it right. Anyway, I think that's enough vlog for the vlog part. And I'm gonna do some heart rate monitor guides, I think, as well. To just because there isn't actual information with P90X on how to use your heart rate monitor, so I'm gonna do a guide on the basics of how to use your heart rate monitor.